Well, good morning. Actually, it's the afternoon. Totally lost track of the time and the day. It is Monday. I am so tired today. I can't function. I've done quite a few things though, so it's not like I'm just bedbound or anything. Obviously done my exchanges. Right now I'm doing it, my last one, until I drain. This week was pretty exciting for our family. On Thursday, I got a phone call from Donnie, who was coming home from work. Wednesday was my birthday, so the whole week we were doing stuff together and, hanging out and doing things. But on Thursday, he got into a car accident. This lady, she just turned and she didn't stop. She slammed right into him. Totaled his truck. It sucks real bad because we were almost done paying it off. So that's such a bummer, but he's fine. He's totally not affected by any of it. So that's good. We just been sharing a vehicle, and we had basically the weekend, so it's not like we don't share a vehicle on the weekends anyways. But then today I had to meet a friend for a meeting, so we just met around the corner at the IHOP, which was great because I just walked down there and it's 8 minutes away. And what a nice day to walk. In the sun, it is nice and sunny and warm, but in the shade, it is chilly. The wind is just chilly. This weekend, though, we got quite a bit of rain, so I was hoping for snow. I do remember a couple years ago, it did snow on my birthday, which is very weird for it to snow in Tucson, and even weirder in the middle of January. So anyways, my birthday was good. I don't know if I talked about that yet or not. I just played it low key. I didn't really want to do much. Just hung out with Donnie. Oh, and we saw a scary movie. That's what we did. 28 Days Later, I think it's called. The Bone Temple. Something like that. It's pretty crazy. Pretty gruesome. I didn't realize how gruesome it was. But that's what we did. And it was nice to kind of pull away from the crowd and just kind of enjoy each other and everything. Little did we know the next day would be the truck die day. So, I worked on some diamond art this weekend. It was very chilly, so I spent a lot of time under my electric blanket. Today I did too. I was just so tired. I don't know. Maybe it's the stress of the vehicle that's caught up with me or something. I am fasting. I'm going to attempt to fast. That could be it too, because I'm not getting in the carbs, because yesterday we had pizza. Actually, Saturday we had pizza, and yesterday we finished the pizza. So having that load of carbs is probably why I'm tired today, because my body's kind of where's the carbs? Because carbs are a good energy booster, but not a choice you should make all the time. So, but so far so good. I feel okay. I do have to say, Saturday night, I got the worst leg cramp. Oh, that was fierce. It was in my calf. And I don't know, that one really hurt. Sometimes they kind of come and go, you can relax and then it'll pop out from cramping. And other times it is just full force. And this one was full force. I drank a whole bunch of water. And then I drank a little bit of water with some salt in it to see if that would help. I don't know. But today I feel fine. I don't feel crampy at all. Even walking down to IHOP, it was fine. Walking back up was a little bit of a challenge because it's a bit of an incline, but really good for me to do. So I'm glad I walked. And again, it's funny, on the way down the hill, it's 8 minutes, but on the way back up, it's about 10 minutes. So either way, it was a great opportunity to get outside and just kind of do something. We had to clean out Donnie's truck because that's what happens when they tow a vehicle away. And he has so much junk in that truck. So now it's all in the studio room, which is the Star Wars room, which was Ben's room. I have to organize that, which I've been working on some stuff today. I got a whole bunch of jewelry that I just don't wear, don't need, and I got that donated. I also collected up some more clothes that I just need to get rid of. And so that's good. You know, like I'm staying active here at home. In a little bit, I'll probably go down and see Charlie for a few minutes just to check in with the kids. Oh, I know. Well, one of the reasons I'm probably so tired is because last night Javi had messaged me and said that his phone wasn't working. He thinks he needs to upgrade. He's had this iPhone for like quite a while. But it seems to be that the alarm part of it isn't working very well lately. And so he asked me when Donnie got up, if I would message him and text him to make sure that he gets up on time, because Donnie and him leave within like 15 minutes of each other or something like that. It's too bad they can't carpool because that would be ideal, but they can't. So, Donnie's day is longer than Javi's is. I think Javi must leave earlier though. Yeah, so he leaves at he must leave maybe an hour earlier than Donnie actually, because I think he gets off at 3:30 or 4, and then by the time he gets home it's 4:30, something like that. Donnie gets off at 5-ish and then has to get home, so something like that. So it would be cool if they could carpool, but it's just not possible. And then I feel like because I needed to call him or text him to make sure he got up on time, then I didn't sleep well because I was so worried about me not getting up to tell him to get up, you know. So I woke up at 3 and kind of slept off and on from 3 to 4-ish. And by 4:15, I was like, forget it. I'm just going to get up. So I made sure Donnie was up by 4:30, and then I text Javi and, you know, all of that jazz. So I stayed awake and did some things. Repairs on my dresser for one thing, because those handles, it's my grandmother's dresser, or at least it's the furniture that was in her house in the room that I stayed in when I lived with her. So when she passed away, I was able to get it. And so sometimes the handles come off or they need to be re-screwed on tighter again. So I did that this morning, and then I think about 9 o'clock, I got really tired. So I slept for about half hour, 45 minutes, because at 10 I did my exchange. And so I've just been kind of like drowsy all day. But again, it could just be that I'm fasting and my body is definitely like, where's the carbs? So, but right now I am in ketosis, at least. Which is great. I love being in ketosis because that's when your body really starts to break down the old cells and starts really flushing out your system. I started my fast yesterday at 8, and I'm hoping to do 100-hour fast. That would be ideal. We'll see what happens again, because as always, I have to listen to my body and make sure that I'm not stressing it out too much. So there's also, you know, and what's funny too is when I fast, I often think about what my first meal will be when I eat it. And I really think that I just need to dive into the pho. So when I do eat again, I think I'll do pho, which is actually way cheaper. Like if you go to a restaurant, pho's probably like $16, which is very similar to eating like warm wonton soup from Badar. So the price ranges are within each other's, you know, it's something like that, depending on what kind of meat you're getting into your soup. But to make pho is so much cheaper than to order pho. So I think that's probably what I'll do is try to do that, because we do need to save money and kind of look at our finances, because now we need to get another vehicle. So I'm trying not to spend too much, but we'll see. Sometimes it's so hard to just not go over to Badar and get a bowl of soup versus having to make it. So, but the goal is that I will make some pho as soon as I'm done with my fasting. Because that's always a great way to introduce food back in. So brothy, so nutritious. Just some chicken. Now I'm getting hungry. And you know what's really weird? Is you know how people say like your phone is listening to you? I think it really is, because when I say I'm fasting, I have never seen more recipes go on my feed on Facebook than when I'm fasting. Like, there's melted cheeses and burger styles and how to cook steaks and like breads, all these like homemade recipe foods that just look delicious is suddenly available for me to look upon. So I think Facebook definitely does that. I think the phone is definitely listening. But I really have nothing to hide. So I'm not really worried about it. So anyways, that's my day. I am going to get done here in a few minutes, and then I'm going to go and probably do some diamond art or maybe start a new crochet project. We'll see. While I'm sitting under my electric blanket, because the wind is kicking up outside, which makes us chilly. So, all right. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Drink your water. Bye-bye.